What is up, YouTube gamers? WOUBZY here, and today I'm going to be showcasing Nightfall, which is, in my opinion, the best RedM/Red Dead RP mod menu you can get.
Hello.
Mate, shut the fuck up. If you like what you see here, be sure to purchase Nightfall from the link in the description. Use my code WOUBZY to get 2 days free added to your subscription. So we're going to be doing an overview of all of its features. Mate, fuck off! So we're going to be doing an overview of all of its features. I'm going to be giving you a detailed breakdown of how the mod menu works. So this is what the menu looks like when it's opened up. I've sized it up a little bit for my mobile viewers. Firstly, you have your aimbot. This is the vector aimbot, which is your classic hold a button. Your aim moves towards the target type of aimbot. So this is what the vector aimbot looks like. I've got something called draw FOV on, which is a circle showing your field of view radius. I'm going to hold my right mouse button, which is the aiming key and the key to activate the aimbot. That's what it looks like. I didn't move my mouse at all there. Just show that again. Show that again. So as you can see, it works within this circle. It will choose the person who's closest to it, so that's why I chose that guy. But it won't work once you're out of the circle. See that? Look, I'll move slightly into the circle, goes on to him. Now, I think this type of aimbot, unless you spend a lot of time configuring it, is quite obvious. So I'd actually recommend what's called the siloed aimbot, which I've configured here. Instead, you aim normally, and when you shoot, it will correct by moving your bullet towards the target within a given FOV. Aim slightly off of him. Dead. And now I've on a really small FOV for the snipers because I think it's kind of obvious otherwise, especially since most people you'll kill are pretty far away. You're free to take a very quick look at my settings. I'll scroll through them so you can copy them if you'd like. Though normally I'd have draw FOV off when I'm just playing. You have an exclusions tab, which means you can exclude killing those with Godmode. You can exclude the aimbot working on animals, and same with bots. Visuals. There is a lot of customization here. For this demonstration I've got skeleton, the name, the distance on, and for bots it's just the distance and the skeleton. You can choose the max distance you'll see them within, you can choose the text size, the opacity of the text behind certain obstacles, really every sort of feature you could need. You can also show objects. So here you go, this is the hash of every object nearby. This can be useful if you're looking for a specific object. The local tab, so here we have an option that puts on a one-shot kill mode, no reload, infinite ammo. I'll just showcase those now. Here's infinite ammo, as you can see. Here is no reload. As you can see, my bullets don't blow out. There's no ragdoll, which does what you'd expect. If you do something that normally ragdoll you, you won't ragdoll. You have restore health, which you can bind to a mouse button to give you more HP on the fly. You can suicide yourself, which I'm not going to demonstrate. Give yourself God mode, infinite stamina, infinite horse stamina, Freecam. Very useful for having a little look around the map. A lot of fun, a lot more fun than you'd expect actually. Noclip. And then scaling your character. Oh, he's a bit big. Oh my. Now we have the exploits tab, and oh my, is this not my favorite tab? Kill aura means that when you hold a button, looking within the FOV, so I'll demonstrate it, it will kill something. This is what the kill aura looks like. Though it doesn't work on NPCs, it only works on players. But they'd be immediately dying while I held this button. You can also turn off use FOV, which means it will kill everyone within around 100 meters of you. You have the crash feature, which works the exact same way. You hold a button and it will crash someone within an FOV. This is incredibly funny. If someone pisses you off, you can just start crashing them and then crashing them over and over and over. You can also again turn off the FOV and crash every single player within around 100 meters of you. You can essentially ruin an entire server by just walking to major cities, holding that button and crashing every single person. Now, other than the crash and kill auras, I think the best feature is the Lua execute. I'm going to provide you guys with a set of Lua scripts. This one gives you 1.25 times damage. This spawns some dead alligators, as you can see, which can be really useful on servers for getting some money. I provided scripts to spawn alligators, bears, bison, elk, and wolves, with bison generally giving you the most money but being the most obvious if admins are to check logs. I wouldn't really recommend using any of these on an account you really care about, because if admins do extensively check logs, they will probably realise that you are cheating in animals. But if you used a second account, spawned in, got yourself loads of money that way, and then transferred the money, or even better, if you purchase certain items, drop them somewhere on the floor, and then pick them up on a different character on a different account. I've also included some scripts to spawn in 3 different types of legendary animals. This is more if you want to troll the shit out of the server, because these are alive, so they'll harass the whole world. Here's a demonstration for you guys. I've put myself in Noclip so that they spawn just below me. As you can imagine, if you're on an actual server with people, these would be causing utter chaos, killing everyone around. You can also do the same with some other animals I've provided, such as beavers and wolves. Now, the scripts I've just showcased were created with the help of a guy called Cage, whose Discord I'll be leaving in the description if you want to check him out. I'll also be including these scripts in the description, so you can download them and read me on how to change specific things in case you want to. Now we're on to resources, where you can dump a server's entire list of resources. This is useful for looking to the code of the server, finding certain things you wouldn't be able to find otherwise, and also finding triggers which can allow you to create your own Lua scripts, and therefore do things like repeat an event to get money. To do things like create your own scripts with triggers, you will need to have some level of Lua knowledge though. You can also even load in an entire separate Lua menu, such as Chaos menu from Unknown Cheats. As you can see, here's an entire extra menu being loaded in via Nightfall. And that about concludes the menu, with only things like scaling and changing the color of the menu left. So I'd highly recommend you check out Nightfall. It really is the best RedM menu currently publicly available. Again, you can use my code WOUBZY to get 2 extra days for free. Check out Nightfall in the link in the description.